midnight haze, chasing shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall, mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines, aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night, ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal for what we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
Hello.
All right.
We're a little late.
A little bit. Just a couple minutes.
We had some, not necessarily technical difficulties, but difficulties bringing something up.
This and a beer on the back porch. Going to be a great Saturday night.
Oh, yes.
Sounds good.
So we're going to shoot you guys up and let you see what we're going to be talking about next weekend, right?
Yeah. Up at the library.
At the library. And then, what is it, 2 weeks later? We're going to be doing it.
2 weeks later, we'll be at the O'Connor Senior Center. I don't know exactly where it's at, but it's part of a UT project that they do, University of Tennessee.
Yep.
So we're going to be there talking about this too.
So we're trying to hone the what we've gotten
The
down.
skills.
Yeah, what we kind of got down and stuff. But this should be a pretty short slide and everything. After that, we figured, hey, we'll just free for all and just whatever you guys talk about, we'll just talk about it.
Thank you, Stephen. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Glad you got here too. I've been busy all day long. I feel like a new man today for some reason. David saged me last night.
I did.
He got rid of all that evil.
Hey, you know, when it happens, though, it's funny how you could feel just the weight come off of you. I think we had a very successful investigation last night.
We did.
So
we helped a young lady out.
Yep. And she's by the message you got this morning or today, it sounds like she's very happy. So
we can for a second. I mean, you know, we just affirmed some things that was going on at her house, or confirmed them.
Yeah. So when we walked in, I could feel a heaviness in that first room, and back in the bedroom, I could feel a really bad heaviness. We went through your camera went through what? 2 sets of brand new batteries.
I mean, I just put them in there.
Yeah.
3 minutes, they was dead.
One of our digital voice recorders went completely dead. The SLS camera, not even 15 minutes, went completely dead.
So I changed the batteries in the camera again, brand new, opened the pack, put them in, dead in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 sets of batteries.
Yeah.
And then the SLS went dead.
Yep.
And the voice recorder went dead. So you know what we did? We broke out the portal. The portal is amazing.
It is amazing. When you get into a place that is active and that thing starts talking to you, I mean, there's a conversation for a minute.
Yeah.
We won't get into conversations because it's pretty personal.
Yeah.
That's what it was doing. It was the SLS camera. I was shooting it back towards that back bedroom, and it literally picked up a entity. And you know, you watch a lot of people online and stuff, and they try to poo-poo the SLS because they're like, oh, it's just trying to make human. There was nothing there
but a wall.
There was nothing there but 2 doorways one going through the bathroom and then going through the other to the bedroom that could be even remotely.
Hello, Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Misconstrued as a human figure, or to be putting that on there.
Right.
And it literally was it started off almost on the ceiling, and then it kind of came down and was standing, and it was there for 10 minutes.
At least. And
then that's when SLS, everything's just started going dead on it. It was an amazing investigation, and I'm glad we got closure.
Yeah.
And, or she got closure.
She did.
We didn't do nothing. And, at the end of it all, we saged really well inside, outside, and each and every one of us. So, and as of today, she is still very happy.
Yes. We're glad.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem or, something bothering you at your house or business, we'll come there for free.
Yeah.
We do it for free.
Yes. And this person did try to give us money, and we was like, no, that is not what this is for. I mean, she was very happy with the results as we were leaving. And, of course we had to reiterate that that's not what we're there for. We're there to try to help.
You know what? It's the best feeling when you help somebody. I had cold chills the whole night.
Yeah.
I mean, when that voice come through the portal and she started bawling.
Well, and then
because she recognized the voice,
the actual voice, the cadence of the voice, she said, the way it spoke, everything was somebody she knew. I mean, it was amazing. It really was amazing. And, when she would talk to it and it would reply back.
Same voice.
Yeah. And every time it did it, it was the same voice. We will be doing, getting that stuff off the recorders too. Cause we had a second recorder going and that one did not go dead because it was in a different room. And that did catch most of that. So at some point we will have some evidence on that, but the sensitive parts of that we will not release at all because there was some pretty sensitive parts to some of that. But the good thing is that she got closure, and she's no longer afraid to be in her house. And that's the most amazing part of it all.
Did we go back and listen to the recording we did Thursday?
No.
We mean the show we did? What recording did we do? The show?
The show?
Yeah, I watched it. I seen that person walking back behind you.
Oh, did you?
No, I'm just joking. So tonight we're going to give you a little presentation, like David said, of our spiel on the paranormal, right?
Yes. This is our talk. It's very similar. I won't even say similar. It's almost the same one that we did at the beginning of the year.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Have burnt salt to clear bad energy. Totally learning. Well, since you live in Knoxville, if we go to do a big something, which happens every once in a while, maybe we could get a hold of you. Right. If you're interested in going, we have tons of equipment, and a lot of the times when we go, Eddie and Susan goes, and they've got 2 stores worth of equipment. they can bring equipment for days. Eddie and Susan can. So it's fun. But this presentation is really close to the one that we gave
Doing good,
earlier
Jeff.
this year.
Thank you for letting us use your pedal.
Yes, your pedal, Jeff. You letting us use your pedal gave somebody some really major closure in their life, and we have to say thank you very much for allowing us to use that. It was amazing,
All right.
to say the least.
Yeah. So we're going to get started with this. You want to start it out, or how did we do it last time? You started it, I believe.
I don't know. But I know we took a slide pretty much each.
Yeah.
So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I can. So thanks for being here and listening to us ramble on. You know who we are. We're going to talk about paranormal investigation. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, we hope this will spark a little curiosity and maybe even challenge what you think you know about the unknown. And we're going to explore the basics of paranormal investigation, what it is, how it's done, and what you need to know if you're curious about ghosts. I know everybody's curious about ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So let's uncover the mysteries of the paranormal world.
Yes. Did it change?
It did. There you
go. Look at there.
We are
so kind of an introduction to this. Paranormal investigation is a process of examining locations that are reported to be haunted by ghosts, spirits, or other supernatural entities. So why do people investigate the paranormal? Well, for many, many reasons. One is to understand the unknown, and some people do it just because they're curious in nature and desire to explore what we don't fully understand. Now, whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories and experiences people share are fascinating and often very personal. Now, in this presentation, we'll explore several key aspects of paranormal investigating. First, we'll take a look at its history, how it evolved from folklore to a more scientific approach. Then we'll delve into the types of phenomena investigators often encounter, like apparitions.
Mm-hmm.
We will also cover the tools and techniques used in investigations and how they help gather evidence. Finally, we're going to touch on ethical considerations that come with investigating the unknown.
What's up, Nathan?
Hey, Nathan. How you doing, buddy?
Nathan loves the unknown.
Yes.
We do too. Next slide. So the history of paranormal investigations. So the fascination with the paranormal isn't new. In fact, it dates back to ancient civilizations and cultures around the world have long believed in spirits and the afterlife. And they conducted rituals to communicate. The ancient Egyptians performed elaborate ceremonies to honor the dead, while the Greeks and Romans consulted oracles to receive messages from the spirit world. Now, these early beliefs and practices laid the foundation for what we now call paranormal investigation.
Right.
Now, one of the first well-known paranormal investigators was Harry Price. In the early 20th century, he brought a more scientific approach to the field. He investigated famous cases like the Borley Rectory. What happened? We went too far.
You're good.
The Borley Rectory, often called the most haunted house in England. Another iconic duo, which we all know.
Yes.
They're like our heroes, my heroes. Paranormal. It's Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now, they were famous for their work on high-profile cases, including the Amityville Horror, the Enfield Poltergeist, and their investigations often blended scientific methods with their own spiritual beliefs. Now, all these figures helped bring paranormal investigation into the public eye and it inspired many of the tools and techniques we use today.
Yes.
Today, paranormal investigation has evolved significantly. Investigators use advanced technology like EMF meters, infrared cameras, digital voice recorders, and they use these to gather evidence. So this shift has made the field more credible and accessible to those who want to explore the unknown. While the tools have changed, the core goal still remains the same. So to understand and document unexplained phenomena. So see, I did that wrong.
Well, the tools have changed. The core goal remains the same: to understand and document
Yeah,
and explain phenomena.
Yeah, there you
go. Studying spirits.
We're practicing on you guys.
I think it is a little more complicated than Bigfoot, just for the fact that you're doing it on something that you've got to try to get it to. I don't know. I think maybe it's really the same. One you just go in the woods and do, and one you do in old houses and buildings and things like that.
I think both are drawn to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things you do. I mean, certain places. I think they're both drawn to that.
Arcane discovery. So what's funny about that is I posted something today. Jason Hawes is doing a GoFundMe and trying to get a bunch of people to put money in to try to purchase the Conjuring House so it doesn't go into one of these people's names that we don't want to name, I guess, for he who shall not be named. Yeah. But so it doesn't fall into their hands, because what he wants to do is just keep it more accessible, keep it from them trying to charge $2,500 a night to rent the space out and stuff like that, keep the place up. And so he's doing a GoFundMe to try to do that. And so I posted it up on our Paranormal 411 Facebook today, because I think that is an awesome idea.
Yeah, I think it's still for sale.
Yeah, it's still for sale.
You talked about
it's going up for auction. Yeah, on Halloween.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Stephen, you talk about using these paranormal tools to investigate Bigfoot. I think that's a great idea. And I think a lot of Bigfoot investigators are coming to their senses and realizing that these paranormal tools are working.
Yep.
Because this Bigfoot entity, we believe, I think I can speak for David.
You can.
Walks in both worlds.
Yes.
The spirit world and the physical world.
Yep.
So, it's a good idea to take some good equipment.
Yeah, I mean, I think besides what you would normally take, IR night vision and things like that, I think it wouldn't hurt to take some tools that we use in the paranormal world as far as hunting goes too.
Right.
Because I think that they would complement each other. So now there's different types of paranormal phenomena. Ghosts and spirits are perhaps the most well-known paranormal entities. Now, they are believed to be the souls of deceased individuals who, for some reason, have not moved on to the afterlife. Now, some believe ghosts remain because of unfinished business, while others think that they're tied to specific locations or events. For example, a soldier might haunt a battlefield, or a loved one might linger to watch over family. Now, ghosts are often described as translucent or shadowy figures, and they may appear suddenly or vanish without trace. Now, there's also a residual haunting, which is like a recording of past events that play over and over. These hauntings do not involve any intelligent spirits. Instead, they are thought to be imprints of energy left behind by traumatic or sometimes even emotionally charged events. So if you might see a ghostly figure walking down a hallway at the same time every night, maybe hear sounds of a battle replaying in a field. Now, these events do not interact with the living, they simply repeat like a loop. Unlike intelligent hauntings where spirits might respond to you, residual hauntings are more like echoes of the past.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, what a lot of people get in this field more than anything is a residual. I think that's what brings more people to the table is like, man, I keep hearing sounds like someone's walking up and down the stairs, or someone's upstairs walking upstairs when no one's there, you know? And I think a lot of that has something to do with residual hauntings.
Yeah. Plus, and the residual hauntings, there could be another explanation. If we look at it as dimensional or,
Right.
multi-world, time runs the same everywhere. I mean, all at once. It could be, we could be seeing the past.
Yep.
Or the future.
Yep. Or like you said, into another plane of existence altogether, into another dimension, or
Stephen says, because of paranormal aspects of it, orbs, disembodied voices, and weird apparitions.
Yes.
So, some of the essential tools that we use in investigating the paranormal are the EMF meters, of course.
I remember this is some of the essential tools. This is not all the tools.
Yeah.
There's tons of tools out there.
Right. There's more and more being created every day.
Yes. And tested.
So these are some of the most commonly used tools in the paranormal. They detect fluctuations in the electromagnetic fields, which some believe can indicate the presence of a ghost or spirit. Now, the idea is that spirits might disrupt the electromagnetic field when they manifest, and it causes the meter to spike, and investigators often use these EMF meters to identify hotspots.
Yes.
Example, if an EMF meter suddenly spikes in a room with zero electrical appliances, it could suggest that there's paranormal activity.
And even go further, some of the places we've done before don't have electricity to the places at all.
Oh, yeah.
And you still get these spikes in the EMF, which is pretty amazing, if you really ask me.
Some places you can actually feel the electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
It's so high when your hair stands up on your arms.
Yep.
So another tool is the digital voice recorder, and this is used to capture electronic voice phenomena or EVPs. So these are sounds or voices that you can't hear with the human ear, but
Hey, Penny.
But appear on recordings later.
Right.
Hey, Penny. Investigators often leave recorders running in quiet rooms or ask questions out loud, hoping to capture responses from spirits. EVPs can also range from faint whispers to clear, distinct voices, which David and I have actually had some real class A EVPs.
Yes, absolutely.
The one that
you
we
don't have
had,
to guess of what it says.
The one that we had put me out for 2 weeks. I said, nope.
Jason, I ain't coming back. That's it.
Now, here's one of my favorite tools, the spirit box.
Thank you, Penny.
Hello, Penny. Thank you. The spirit box now.
We used this in a different form last night.
Yes,
during our investigation.
Yeah, we kind of used the spirit box along with the portal.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
That's kind of the brain of the portal, really.
So these are devices that scan radio frequencies very rapidly, or you can slow it down or speed it up. It don't matter. It creates a stream of white noise. Now, the idea is that spirits can manipulate this noise. I don't know what happened here. It just keeps moving.
You can't click it.
Look there. Do you see that? Here we go. Come on. I'm getting back to it. So the idea is that spirits can manipulate the noise to communicate with investigators. Investigators ask questions, and spirits might respond through the white noise. And it does work. It does.
Last night, I think, was one of the best examples we've had of that, though. Out of all the times we've used it, I think last night was like grade A.
Yeah. I mean, this thing,
Yes.
we are being watched.
Yes.
This spirit box, I mean, it scanned so fast. It captured this voice we heard over many different frequencies.
Yeah.
It was the same voice.
The exact same voice.
I don't know how.
Same tone.
It
The
was
same.
weird.
Yeah. It did its job. I'll say that. That's what it did.
So the spirits respond through the white noise, forming words or phrases.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people think it, scientifically is a controversial tool, but many believe it can facilitate real-time communication, which I believe. I'm a believer.
I'll just say last night it did. That's all I'm going to say about that. Last night was probably one of the most amazing spirit box sessions, spirit portal sessions that we've ever done, I think.
Yeah, it was. And the feeling that you get when that voice comes through is
over and over the same voice.
It's just weird.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So who's watching us, Stephen?
It's the man.
The man?
The man's watching.
Oh, well.
So we're going to get into how to conduct an investigation.
Are we?
Yes. So before stepping foot into a potentially haunted location, it is crucial to do your homework. So pre-investigation research helps you understand the context of the site and what to look for during the investigation. So this includes gathering background information on the location, such as its history and any reported paranormal activity. Kind of, for example, was this site once a hospital, a prison, battlefield? Are there documented signs of ghosts or strange occurrences? Now, this research not only helps you plan your investigation, but also ensures you're respectful of the location's history and any spirits that might be present. Now, once you arrive at the location, the first step is to set your equipment up. Now, it's essential to follow a structured plan during the investigation. Safety should always come first. Make sure the team is aware of any potential hazards like unstable floors, low lighting, which if you're doing it right, you're in no lighting, and have a first aid kit on hand. Always investigate with a buddy. Never go alone. That's just energy vampires. Yes, Penny. And I've had that happen in places before. Left there. My wife could tell you that I left a place one time that so bad that I had to have her drive home. And by the time we got 15 minutes down the road, I was asleep. It completely drained every bit of my energy out.
I know. Last night after that saging session, I've been going all day long.
You need to be saged again?
Every day. I like it. It's my first time.
Yeah. Saging works. Maintain a calm and respectful demeanor. That's really key. Spirits are more likely to communicate if they feel like they've been respected. Avoid provoking or taunting them, as this can lead to negative experiences. don't do like you see people do on TV. You want to be respectful.
Yeah.
Now, after the investigation, the real work begins. You want to review all the data that you've collected, including audio recordings and video footage. When you're doing that, you're going to look for anomalies. That will be evidence that can be, things that aren't easily explained. Now, it's important to document and organize your findings systematically. So you want to create a report that includes timestamps, description of the events, and any potential evidence. Now, this makes it easier to analyze the data later and share it with others. Now, it can be exciting to find potential evidence, and it can. It is crucial to remain objective. Rule out natural explanations before you conclude that something is paranormal.
Right.
And we'll get into a little bit more of that here in a little bit too. On not this next one, but the next slide when we start talking about skepticism.
Steven says TV is going to be TV. They may do some good or interesting things, but at the end of the day, they are a TV show.
Right.
Exactly. I've been watching Dual Survival, and always at the end of the season, they have this episode that shows the actual making of it, the season. It's weird. I mean, they have all these camera people with them. They're not alone.
Of course not.
But it's just crazy.
They've got to be there for if someone falls, breaks a leg, does all kinds of anything.
Yeah, I mean, one episode they were in Africa and they ran up on some lines, but they had people there with machine guns and all kinds of crap. Mm-hmm. It's just for TV.
Right.
David was talking about writing down our stuff, your findings. We have we've come up with a journal.
Yes.
So look at this.
It's a nice journal. It's really good because to journal while you're doing it, this right here can actually corroborate any evidence that you've caught. So when you are doing your investigation and you write down stuff that's happening, that you're feeling, that someone else is feeling, just whatever it is, and the time that it happens. And then you start going back through your evidence and say 1 o'clock, something happens, but then Jason, felt something on his neck at that same time.
Right.
So
that's we've come up with that.
Yes.
David did a great job on the cover. It's My Haunted Journal. You can get that on Amazon.
Yes. Yeah.
It's definitely a good tool.
You can also go to our website, paranormal411.org, and get it too.
Yeah, it's a good tool to have.
Yeah.
So,
if you go to our website, paranormal411.org, right there on the front page on the right-hand side, all 3 of our books are right there, and you could click on them and it'll have the links and everything right there for it.
Yeah.
But we would definitely appreciate that. Thank you.
Right. So, documenting evidence.
Yes. And that's talking about
the journal.
This journal again. Yes.
When it comes to capturing potential paranormal activity, of course, the quality of your equipment matters. Using high quality audio and visual recording devices increases the likelihood of capturing clear, usable evidence.
Yep.
For audio recordings, use a digital voice recorder, always.
Yes.
With high sensitivity to capture even the faintest sounds. You need to hear a pin drop.
Yep. You could hear a mouse fart on the other side of the room. I mean, some of those things are really good.
Now you can place them in quiet areas where, like David did last night, where activity's been reported to increase the chances of capturing EVPs. For video now, you can use infrared or night vision cameras to record in low light conditions. We usually just use a green light or a red light that illuminates. I feel like that's a little better. I mean, you can see a lot better when you're walking anyway.
Right. It kind of depends as far as our go-to recorder, because there's some things that we will record, like Jason says. He's got a pretty neat little setup where you could hold, and he'll just use his cell phone, but we've got an attachment that will do either green or red. So then the camera can pick it up better in low light conditions. So then you don't have to have the infrared, but we do have infrared cameras. We do have some night vision cameras.
Yeah, DVR. We
Yep. We got
a setup of DVR cameras.
Yep.
That we haven't used yet, but we're planning on it.
Yes. So we have all different kinds of recorders that we use. Just depends on what it is. Because Jason even bought these really cool, like lapel.
Yeah, I've even got some
infrared. They're night vision, aren't they?
Body cams.
Yeah.
Got like 4, 5, 6 of them. They work well too, if you can keep the battery charged. I've had problem with the batteries. I don't know if it's from energy activity, or what, but yeah. So you need to set these cameras up like the our night vision cameras in areas with reported activity, and ensure they're positioned to cover as much of the space as possible. Always document the time, location, and conditions of each recording. So, that'll help rule out natural explanations. When taking photographs, it's important to take multiple shots from different angles.
Yep.
Both with and without flash. And you want to use a full spectrum camera that'll capture all the light spectrums. So this allows you to compare the images and identify any anomalies that might indicate paranormal activity. But keep in mind, not all anomalies are paranormal activity.
Right.
I mean, some can be caused by the environment. This is really... Every time I move something,
it clicks you off of it.
So some can be caused by environmental factors. To avoid false positives, make sure your lens is clean and avoid shooting in dusty or humid conditions. Personal experiences are equally valuable. Keep detailed records of any sensations you have, any thoughts or occurrences you or your team experience. If you're feeling sick, if you've got a headache, you need to keep a journal really of when and what's happening. Even if you feel like you're being watched, you need to document that, and sudden temperature changes, unexplained sounds or visual sightings. Write down the time, location, and details of each of these experiences to cross-reference with your audio and visual evidence.
Yep.
There it went again.
Oh, you went all the way out of it now.
What the hell?
I mean, even down here.
Let's try this again.
Share screen.
Yeah, share screen. I don't know.
Did you click out of it all the way?
No.
I bet something happened. You might have to go back to... Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
Slideshow.
I don't know if that's working or not. I had to go through it all again.
You've got it down here now. So I'm going to finish the documenting evidence where he left off there.
Yeah,
because he's trying to find it again. But what you want to do is, like he said, reference with your audio and visual evidence. Sometimes investigators report, gut feelings or intuitions that something's about to happen. Now, while this isn't scientific, it is worth noting as it can guide to where to focus your efforts. That's something that a lot of people don't do enough of. Is Jason and I have talked about this a bunch of times, though, is you don't listen to your own gut. Your gut tells you, hey, something feels weird, something feels off. I don't like the way this feels. Listen to your gut. It rarely leads you wrong. So one of the best favorite parts of this, I guess I would say, is under skepticism and scientific approaches. I know Jason likes this part of it.
I do.
And in this, we talk about, critical thinking. And I think Jason and I both think that critical thinking is a backbone of any credible paranormal investigation. It's about keeping an open mind to possibilities while rigorously questioning assumptions. Our goal is not to prove that ghosts exist. It is to uncover the truth, whatever that may be. Now, this means approaching every case with both curiosity and healthy skepticism. So, skepticism isn't about dismissing claims. It's about exploring all the angles. Natural explanations often hide in plain sight. Now, before labeling something paranormal, we need to ask, could this be environmental, mechanical, or psychological? By considering these possibilities first, we build a stronger case for what truly defies explanation. Beliefs can inspire curiosity, but evidence is what validates it. Now, only after eliminating all natural causes do we label it unexplained. This process is non-negotiable. Verifiable data like time-stamped recordings, environmental baselines, and expert consultations separate credible investigations from speculation. For instance, if we capture an EVP, we cross-reference it with ambient noise logs to rule out contamination, right? Now, belief fuels our curiosity, but evidence earns credibility. So in the end, skepticism isn't the enemy of paranormal. It's the greatest ally. By questioning claims and collecting data methodically and letting evidence guide us, we ensure our work is respected and reliable. The most compelling stories aren't often those that confirm your beliefs. They're the ones that challenges us to think deeper. So whether you're a skeptic or a believer, remember, no matter how challenging, seeking the truth is always worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Welcome back, Arcane Discoveries, Mr.
Welcome
Steven.
back.
Yeah, skepticism.
A lot of people believe that you've got to just tear something down. And that's not skepticism. It's not healthy skepticism. I'll say it that way.
Healthy skepticism is having an open mind.
Yes.
And
being open enough on both sides of it.
Yeah.
To say, I might be able to explain this other ways besides paranormal. But when you run out of those options, what's left?
Of course, you're going to get ridiculed.
It's going to happen.
You're going to get made fun of and called devil worshippers and all kinds of things. But
That's not happened to us before, has it?
keep no, keep your mind open. And
It's okay.
it is challenging, but you can do it.
Yeah.
So, the ethical considerations, respecting privacy.
This
and
is
property.
another really good one.
So, respecting privacy and property is non-negotiable. You can.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
What's that?
Says his partner in Arcane always tears his theories apart, but in a good way. It keeps him level when he gets too high on the phenomena, and that's the right way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But you need to always obtain explicit permission before entering any private location.
Yes.
Whether it's a home, a business, or a historical site. Trespassing isn't just unethical, it's illegal and damages the credibility of the entire paranormal field.
Yes.
Always leave a location like you found it, or even better, pick trash up if you see trash. So, a lot of investigations often involve deeply personal or traumatic histories.
Yes.
Approach these situations with empathy, avoid sensationalizing their experiences, or pushing for a dramatic conclusion. Now, that could be bad.
Yep.
And
Well, there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not going to name names, that constantly are doing that.
yeah.
You know, they're constantly hyping it up to be this, even though there's a bug flying in a light, and then they were saying it was an orb. You know, I'm just saying as an example.
Oh, yeah.
Not pointing anybody out or nothing.
So instead, listen actively and prioritize their well-being.
Right.
I think we really did a great job doing that last night.
Yes.
You share the findings respectfully, avoiding to alarm. Don't alarm the person that's
Oh my God, I think this is a demon.
Yeah. Remember, it's not our role to scare people. It's to provide clarity and where possible, a peace of mind. And it felt so great to do that last night.
Yes, it did.
I still can't get over it. Professional integrity is the cornerstone of credible investigations. This means upholding ethical standards even when no one is watching.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest.
That's a hard one for some people.
Yeah. Be honest.
Honest.
This is unexplained, but we need more data. Similarly, don't fake evidence is what I'm trying to say.
Don't fake.
It not only harms your reputation, but it undermines the trust in the entire field.
Right. It does.
Always document the process.
Right. Because then, if anybody has questions and it's been a year since you've done that investigation, you could come back and go, this is exactly what we did. These are the steps we took. This is how we done this investigation. So then that way people they can't second guess you.
Steven says only if you get caught. He's just kidding though.
Yeah.
So by respecting privacy, handling sensitive situations with care, and maintaining integrity, we ensure that paranormal investigation remains a credible and respected field.
Yeah.
These principles aren't just rules, they're a commitment to truth. And that's what an paranormal investigator main goal is.
Yes.
To find the truth.
That's it. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Don't fake anything.
If that creaking floorboard is just every time the air conditioner kicks on and it heats up or cools down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. That's
every 3 knocks on your wall is not a demon.
Right.
It might be a mouse.
Might be. Just saying, drop some more cheese, please. In my house, it'd be the kitty cat or the puppy dog. So, in the conclusion of this, we're going to take a moment and revisit what we've kind of covered. So, we started by defining what is a paranormal investigation, and it was the study of an unexplained phenomena. We also explored its rich history and discussed how figures like Harry Price and the Warrens helped shape the field. We also highlighted the importance of ethical practices, respecting privacy, balancing skepticism with belief, and relying on verifiable evidence. So, hey, if we have sparked just a little bit of curiosity, we encourage you to dive deeper. Paranormal investigation is a field where everyone, skeptics and believers alike, can contribute. And we know some people who used to be skeptics that are no longer skeptics. So who knows? You might capture the evidence that changes how we see the world. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Whether you leave here a skeptic, a believer, or simply curious, I hope that you have gained a new appreciation for the mysteries that surround us. Now, the paranormal isn't just about ghosts. It's about asking questions, seeking the truth, and embracing the wonder of what we don't yet understand. So if you have any questions, we would now take the Q&A. Click Q&A.
Good job. So that's our presentation that we're going to be doing this coming Saturday at the Knoxville Public Library in Farragut.
Library. No, I have not seen ABC things with the not. Oh, no, I don't think so. Is that the one where it's what's his name's daughter and her boyfriend that hold hands and they say A, B, and then if something knocks, then they let it spell by doing that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Thanks, Stephen. I think we'll have a great time this weekend or next weekend. Remember, it's October the 11th at 2 p.m. at the Knox Public Library in Farragut.
Yep, off Cedar Bluff.
Right off Cedar Bluff. Put it in your GPS. Come see us. We'll be there doing this little presentation that we shared with you guys tonight.
Hopefully a little bit better than we did it today, but
Hey, I thought it went well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be pushing buttons next time you are.
Right. Now, what are you going to talk about? You going to talk about some more paranormal? You going to talk about something else?
Let's talk about some Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Well, hope you get to stop in.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Saturday at 2 p.m.
We when we did this at the same place in February, it was not very put out that we were doing it, was it?
No.
But we still had probably 10
That's probably
people,
15 people.
15 people in there. It was good. Everybody stayed till the end. No one jumped up and ran out. So, I mean,
we will be bringing a few pieces of equipment to share with everybody.
Yep. Let everybody get to touch, hold, understand how things work.
How about how the paranormal and Bigfoot are connected?
Well,
what's your thoughts on that, Stephen?
Yeah, we could start there. What do you think about it? Because I think that goes pretty deep with the fact that they could just disappear.
I think Bigfoot is paranormal. That's all there are to it. It's a part of paranormal, and there's no doubt about it. There's too many things that goes on when sightings occur. You got orbs, you got UAPs,
mm-hmm.
You got what do you call that?
ozone smell stuff that happens when they hear the portals open.
Yeah, you see portals.
Yep.
And also the stealth.
Oh yeah, where they go cloaking and stuff.
Yeah, cloaking.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some pretty good examples of that cloaking too.
Yeah.
I think even Matt Sieber talks about some pretty good times where people have seen them as like a tree or as a shrub or as a stump, and then it's moving. Every time they look back, it's at a different place. That's pretty interesting, if you ask me. Yeah. Did we name any that you're interested in there, Stephen?
He said he has tons. Where do I even start? Let's start with the orbs. I can send you an invite and we can get you on the show here.
It's the energy field. You mean like the EMF and stuff? I think it would be pretty neat to go out and go Bigfooting and have an EM detector and see if it goes off in the middle of the woods like that.
Yeah, I think it would. A lot of people are using the SLS camera too.
Yes, and that's something I definitely want to do. I'm about to see how I can extend the life of the SLS camera. So stay tuned to that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm
Hey Cindy, glad you can join us.
How you doing?
We just got through doing a little presentation on the paranormal, and now we're going to be talking about some Bigfoot and paranormal. We got Stephen Watson coming in from Arcane Discoveries, going to talk to us.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Right.
It's awful dark out there.
Yeah.
Wait, there's something.
What's behind
you?
There's a house behind me. I've got a good
Somebody walking the
dog. Jason's trying to get you to look behind you now.
That's it. Unless something comes through this wall behind me, then I need to be concerned.
Hey, that's okay. As long as, well, this is being recorded, so we will catch it live.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly it.
So what do you think about orbs that come along with some of these Bigfoot sightings?
Oh man, where do I start? You got to think about energy. You got to think about how energy is affected in the natural world around us. It's a very big ball of energy. In Ron Moorhead's book, The Quantum Bigfoot,
yep,
he talks a whole lot about how their vibration, their energies, and other such things are able to do so much stuff. Why not think that these things could vibrate into a ball of light? I mean, honestly, that's all it is a massive thing of energy, and it's so much it's glowing. The colors, I don't know how they're getting that, but essentially to me it's just that these big balls of energy that glow.
Yeah. Have you got to see any of the films that Greg Ogle put out?
I have not. I need to watch his stuff because the way y'all hype it up and everything.
Oh my God.
Not yet.
Oh my goodness. I've seen two of his. One of them we actually own.
Oh,
We've
really?
got the DVD of it, the newest one.
And that's the best documentary I've ever watched, really.
See, when I look
about orbs, what's crazy is you see this huge orb. I mean, this thing's big. And it's a true orb. You could see it's giving off its own light, but this thing's like changing colors and size and everything, isn't it, Jason? It's interesting.
Well, that's like for me up in Jeffrey's Hale, I've encountered strobing. I would say it was strobing or orbs that look like balls of fire. And you look off at and down the bottom and holler at them. They're just like a rolling ball of flame in a way. and sometimes they dissipate and disappear. And then sometimes these orbs are like a blue color, and then you can hear the either the way the story goes and the way I've heard it, you can hear a dog barking or you can hear Jeffrey hollering for blue. I've heard a dog barking when I've seen them, but
Wow.
oh yeah, it's weird.
You know,
You can even smell the smoke from the fire at times.
scientists and skeptics do have a word for that. Ball lightning.
Yeah.
Ball lightning.
Yep.
A big fat plasma ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like the story of the brothers from Coca Creek. You know, these two brothers used to walk to town every morning to get a ride for work. One of them passed away, and after he passed away, the other brother continued still going to work and walking down the road there. And when he would walk down the road, at one point in time, he noticed this ball of fire would start following him. And he kept on showing up and showing up every morning. He would walk down that dark road on 68.
Mhm.
Every morning, he would have this ball of fire walk with him into town.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you see the news where those two young hikers in Colorado got
Struck by
killed?
lightning.
They say struck by lightning. I wonder if that,
Yeah, that's
what they say.
that's what they said. But I have a hard time with it because I look at it. These guys are younger than me. I'm only 30. They were in their early 20s. Seemed to be very well fit. Knew the area pretty well. You know, Colorado's no joke. You know, we've got some mountains and steep hollers here, but out west, them mountains are nothing compared to what they got.
Yeah.
You know, but to find them 2 miles from the trailhead, that's really weird to me. After they had done, the sheriff's office said they did a 13.6 or 8 mile grid search
Mm-hmm.
and didn't find them until a week later. And all of a sudden it was lightning. So and I got to looking into that, and I used AI as a culprit in this, and I started doing some research and try to see what it would say because I was wanting to know what Colorado's weather was like, and it told me that the Colorado weather for that night, that whole week, there was no storms. There was no severe storms supposed to be coming through, but there was supposed to be some low temperatures down into the mid 20s coming in. But if these guys were well fit and well equipped like they should have been, they could have survived that.
Yep.
Especially 2 miles from the truck. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have apps and programs that detect lightning strikes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And if we could get our hands on that and then look at it and see if there were any in Colorado, I think it was a orb or maybe something UAP alien in nature that might have killed them.
Me personally, I would like to see how they were found. Were they found laying side by side? Were they laying some distance apart and stuff like that? Because long time ago, well, I wouldn't say a long time ago, we had some cattle that got struck. One got struck. The only thing we can think of is one got struck by lightning, but with them standing in this right there together around the same ring, feeding off of hay one night, there was 3 of them. All 3 of them got killed from one lightning strike, and there was storms that come through there. But I think it was because of that ring. It was grounded, and they were all eating out of it. It got all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you could definitely tell that was the culprit because of the way they laid, how they were laying together. So,
that kind of brings back to mind though, when you said UAP related or UFO related, Travis Walton and Fire in the Sky, when he got hit by that light, his story, he said at first, it messed him up pretty bad when he started going through and remembering it. But now he understands the only reason they took him on board was to save his life. It was going to kill him.
Yeah.
Whatever happened was going to kill him. And he says that it was a discharge from the ship that hit him.
He touched it.
No.
Did he?
No,
No.
it was too far up. But he walked towards it
Okay.
where everybody else stayed in the vehicle. So he was really close to it. And he said it had a discharge that discharged into him, knocked him back, and everybody thought he was dead. That's why they took off.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that them bringing him on board was to save his life, not for any other reason. So what if something like that, what if it's the same?
Well, it's kind of like the way I look at it. Think about the Flash or whoever superhero in modern day is like super quick and fast. He's able to move and so quick around people while they're standing still. It's all about vibration. It's all
Mhm.
about the energy you're focusing in around yourself and using it to affect the reality of whatever the other person or whatever is around them. If I could sit here and vibrate fast enough, y'all wouldn't be able to see me. I'd probably
Right.
blow up into a big old blue orb or something. Who knows? I mean, our bodies and our minds are so domesticated to where we don't use them as we used to.
Mhm.
We're not able to configure and understand what's going on with the paranormal. I mean, did I tell you, I've been around when I was in high school, we did several places in the local area where we went and did paranormal stuff, and some things I can't explain to you. I can't explain to you why I've had kids screaming at me. I can't explain to you why I had felt a cold entity walk through the middle of my chest, but like a big old spatula that was made out of ice cut me in half through a barn and lots of other stuff. It's just weird.
Yeah.
hmm Even the haunted bridge, like I've talked about before, down there in Polk County, it's weird what the paranormal was able to do, you know. And not to discredit anybody or say anything bad, but I sit on the fence with some of this stuff with the paranormal because growing up, my papa being a pastor of the Baptist faith, he always preached, well, you can't talk to the dead. The Bible says this. But then again, the spiritual side of me that I've got connected to the last over the last year and a half, 2 years, when I started digging into my Cherokee roots and other things like that, I'm not so sure if that's the truth. And if I wasn't afraid of getting a Bible thrown at me, I'd tell my papa that, the Bible's based on a lot of paranormal events.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
One after another after another.
that's it. I've tried talking to this man a couple of times, and I just get this look, and I just walk out of the house because I'm afraid I'm gonna get a Bible thrown at me in the forehead. So
Yeah, I
let's-
used to argue with my mom and stepdad about stuff from the Genesis and I said, well, why does it say created in our image? It don't say my image, it says our image.
right.
That's
Well,
plural.
Yeah.
this is
I
like
don't know.
Genesis 6. It says there was giants in those days and days after. Now
Yep.
that was one of the first things I went after my papa about. And oh my Lord, when I asked that question, he could have cut me in half. So
Sometimes people rely on ignorance as bliss, but it's not. It's ignorance, and we choose not to study things any further because, hey, that's what you've always been told. This is how you grew up. This is what you was told.
Yep.
This is what your preacher always told you. This is what you've always heard. So it's the truth, and you don't want to know anything other than that truth. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's your truth, but I don't think that that's the truth.
Right. It's like I've told my papa, we're talking about an old fashioned Baptist pastor that gets up, he'll run up and down the aisles. I've watched this man in his 70s run across the pews. He's spit out his dentures before and just keep on preaching. He's smacked the side of a pew before and smacked it so hard that it cut his hand open. And he started preaching about. I mean, he's one of these old fire and brimstone preachers that still hack,
Right.
I
And
grew up with that.
yeah,
That's when I grew up until I was probably about 16, 17, I was, I was really forced to go to church. I mean,
Yeah.
I liked church, but I really, it scared me a little bit.
Right.
And
Well,
because they would walk on the pews,
uh-huh.
like you said, dentures would be flying out of their mouth.
Yeah.
And it's just was too wild for me.
Well, see, you say that, and he does this every Sunday. This is my other papa. I'm blessed to have both my papas still alive this day. But my papa, that's the pastor, he's still alive and still preaching this day. He's probably 72 now, and he's still doing it. Just will not quit. And the whole spiritual aspect of this, I've tried telling him, you get into what you call the Holy Spirit. There's a spirit upon you. You're getting it. I said, you're getting into the movement with the spirit. I said, Papa, I love you to death. I mean this with the utmost respect, but that's paranormal. I said, all the healing that Jesus did and everything else is paranormal. I said, in today's society and the words of today, that's paranormal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he even talks about he would try to counter it and everything else. I'm like, well, what about the time we went to the snake handling churches?
Ooh.
We got invited to one. There's two. I can tell you, there's two local to us, and
Man, those are outlawed so many years back.
yeah, but there's still two around here that
Hmm.
I won't say their names, but I know where they're at.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we got invited to them, and we experienced it firsthand. And they believe if you handle the serpent and you get bit, you've done something to anger God. Well, we're back there in the back pew, and I'm sorry to laugh because this is hilarious. Here come that big old timber rattlesnake. You know what we did? We left.
Yeah, that's the same logic though that people used to use to persecute witches.
Exactly. And
If if you're good, you're going to drown, but that's okay because you're going to go to heaven.
right,
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to drown.
right.
Sorry.
I had the same incident happen to me. It wasn't with a snake or anything. But me and my daughter,
Sandy says those are insane. Absolutely insane.
me and my daughter decided, we're going to go to church. I won't mention the church. It's right down the road. Went in, sitting around, and the preacher started preaching, and all hell broke loose.
Cindy says she's witnessed one of those.
All hell broke loose. They was people standing up, casting out demons, hitting people on the head, and falling out like crazy. And I looked at my daughter because I just knew they were going to come to me and say I had a demon in me or something. But I looked at my daughter.
I'm out.
I said, "Let's go, get up."
Yep.
I had to leave. They scared me to death.
Well, that's what I asked my papa when we got up, when them snakes started. I mean, these were not just your like little timber rattlesnakes. They had copperheads too. These were not just no little 2 foot, 3 foot babies. These were big snakes. I mean, big 5-footers. I think one was even 6 foot. And like I said, their belief is you can bounce around. You can do and handle the serpent. If you're not bit, you're in good graces with God. But if you're bit, you've done something to anger God. And I told Papa when they come back and we went out, I said, well, I didn't tell him at the time, but later on down the road when I started getting this subject and I brought it up, I said, why did we leave? This is the same belief system and spirit system as what you preach about every Sunday. But yet when I bring the stuff up and I said how it links to paranormal stuff, oh Lord, this man gets upset. We were talking about a man that didn't talk to me for 2-3 weeks when I got my first tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I love this man to death and respect him so much. He's one of my heroes.
Right.
You got to be careful sometimes.
Yeah, it's sensitive.
Yeah.
Well, here in the South, especially, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's
It's
one of those cardinal sins.
His preaching nowadays, he has to carry a special type of insurance to preach.
Wow.
Yeah. But
when I was in church, I did see miracle. I seen a miracle. I mean, there was a preacher. He was probably in his 70s, and he come down with cancer. And he came in, I mean, he was eat up with it, lost tons of weight, looked like a bone. And they rolled him in a wheelchair. He couldn't walk, couldn't get up. And I know he was right there on the front row, and everybody prayed for that man in that church. And the next Sunday, he was walking into the church preaching. And he was eat up with cancer, and they said he didn't have a cancer cell in him.
Well,
Now that's a miracle. It's paranormal too.
oh yeah, that's the biggest thing. Prayer can be very paranormal-ish and stuff. It's even like the saging, like y'all were talking about earlier. These spiritual aspects, and whether it's with the saging or it's praying or everything else, it all ties into a paranormal entity of some sort that's able to forgive and heal, if that makes sense.
Well, if you look at it in any kind of real light and you kind of step back and look at it, in the church, when they pray or they lay hands on and pray and they do all that, is no different than anybody else that does the same thing, just in a different way.
Oh, you're exactly right.
It's all, like I was telling the lady last night when I was saging, and before I saged and after I saged, it's intention. It's not necessarily just the sage, it's the intentions that's behind it all, right?
Sure.
And so when you have that intention, when you're praying for somebody or you're just fill in the blank, those intentions are what, those vibrations, those whatever you want to call it, is what goes in and does what it does.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that the more people you have focusing on something, the more attention that's put on it, the more that goes to it, then again, the same thing.
Right. It's like, to kind of, not trying to push, a whole lot of religion in here and stuff like that. But, my daddy's side, my papa that I was just talking about, they're Baptist. But some of my mother's side, they're, I can't remember the name of it. They don't handle snakes or drink poison, but they're pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. But it's the spiritual aspect and the paranormal of what they believe in that helps heal and protect and get better and everything. This goes right along with your intentions.
Yes.
If you put your heart into it, it's like I've told my kids, with them growing up, if you put your heart into it, nothing's impossible.
Yep.
If you lead with your heart and you lead with love, nothing's impossible.
Yep. And can't never could do anything. So
you're exactly right. You're exactly
right. Stop saying you can't do something.
Right.
So,
you're only putting yourself down if you do.
You are. Well, I mean, you're self-sabotage is what it is. And then you could say, well, see, I told you. No, you didn't tell me. You told yourself.
Well, it's like those folks y'all had on a while back. When you're sitting there telling yourself you can't do this, you can't do any of that, or no, this is never going to happen. When you're putting yourself in that negative mindset, that's this negative things are going to happen to you. I can sit here all day and I'm going to get $1 million one day. I'm going to get $1 million one day. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. I'm hopeful, but it's that mindset you keep marching forward to be a positive aspect in whatever negative's going on in your life. It's like at work, for example.
In manifestation, when you go to manifest something into your life, whatever it is, money, house, car, relationships, whatever it is that you're going to manifest into your life, that manifestation is more than just the thought process alone, right? That's a big part of it. You've got to already act like you've already got it. You already have to own it, right? It's already here. You've already got the money in the bank. A lot of people will start a vision board and write a check to themselves. Um, Jim Carrey did that. He wrote a check to himself for $10 million and stuck it in his wallet when he was still up and coming. He was nobody. And one day he actually got to cash that $10 million check in. But that was his vision board. And so you've got to do that. But the main thing most people forget in this process of manifestation is you still got to put in the work.
Yep.
You can't sit back on the couch eating bonbons and saying that because I'm believing that I'm going to get into shape, you're going to get into shape. You got to get up and you got to do some work. The same thing goes in with any manifestation. You have to do the work also. You can't just sit around and it all be in your head.
You're exactly right. You got to want to put your boots on, tie them up tight, and get to work and get it done.
That's right.
I totally believe that. It's like I tell them all the time at work. I said, when they talking that negative stuff with stuff going on and everything, I said, well, quit talking the negative. Look at the positive side of it. I said, you talking about what this could happen with this particular job or that particular job. It's just speaking into existence.
Yes, you are.
You're exactly right.
That's manifesting. And, getting back to the paranormal side of things, you can do the same thing with paranormal. Yep. You can manifest things. So this again is why, and I'm sure people that listen to us all the time get tired of us beating this dead horse, but when you go into a place that's famous, whatever it is, that thousands of people have gone in and ghost hunted, you've got all the intentions of every one of these people that have ever gone or even are wanting to go, because all they're wanting is like, oh, I want this to happen, or I want this to happen. And they're throwing these intentions at this location. Well, you know what happens when you do that? You will manifest something that is going to do that. So sometimes when you go to some of these locations, yeah, you may be getting activity and stuff happening, but you've got to sit back and realize how much of this is part of the original that got people started coming here, and how much of this that's happening today is a result of all the people manifesting these specific things, to happen. And
amen, brother.
And I think it happens a lot.
Amen.
That's right. But you could have the same thing with like what happened to us. And I'm not saying this is what happened last night, but you go to a private residence is what I'll say. Those people were scared in a lot of times, and that will start having negative connotations in their head, and they can start manifesting these negative things where there was no negative thing there to begin with. They just manifested that into existence because of them going straight to the worst case scenario.
Right. It's just like for, instance that I'm thinking of just off the top of my head, my kids have been talking about here lately about how our hunting season is going to be this year, and how we've been discouraged about things not showing up on camera. I said, well, guys, look at it this way. If you think about it the negative way, there's old ways and the positive way we can think about this, and things could happen this year. Yes, the last 2 years have been crappy with seasons, but if we keep the positive attitudes, good things will come about.
Yes.
So,
and then you'll never be disappointed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if you look at the bright side of everything, what's there to be disappointed at? You've always got a good side to look at.
Oh man, I just cut my leg off.
Oh man,
just a flesh wound.
Nah,
I've still got another one. Yeah, look at the good side.
The good side of that. You know what the good side of that is? Now for Halloween, you will make the best peg leg that you could ever make.
No, you know what would be good for me if my
start
leg
learning
fell
how to
off?
go like
disability.
Yeah,
no work. That would be the ultimate. I'm gonna manifest. I don't want to lose my leg, but I want to manifest.
How about not?
No, I'm just saying that if you can manifest, something could happen to my leg now that I've said that. Your words are very
Yes.
strong.
Yeah, they are.
Once you speak them, you got to watch what you're speaking.
Yes.
What's like with us, I'll even say this. I'll go in with you there. I hope we have a Bigfoot knock tomorrow while we're out checking cameras in the mountains, or have one on camera. That would be fun.
Mhm. That'd be
yeah.
awesome.
That would be. Y'all will be the first ones to know about it for sure.
Woo! That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
If you got that on camera, you'd have to come into the studio and we'll have to play that live.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got 4 cameras set in the mountains right now. I've got to go check in the morning.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got a good story today when I went to eat at Legends and Lore.
Uh-oh.
Legends Lore
Hey,
Pizzeria, the best pizza in the
That's
in town.
right. Legends and Lore. Hey, what's his new question mark going to be?
Don't know. He wasn't there.
Oh, he's not going to tell us till it comes
No,
out.
he's sick. He's not feeling good, so he wasn't there.
I wonder if it had a picture of the Flatwoods background, but I thought he already had a Flatwoods Monster Pizza.
Does.
No.
Me and the wife had a guesstimation at it while we were sitting there today, but you know what? I'm going to say it because it might speak it into talk about speaking things into existence. Let's speak this into existence.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to him about it. Actually, he talked to me about it last time I went, and I'm going to speak into existence. I hope he gets to feeling better. But the dog grooming next door might be moving out, and he's going to be getting that space, so therefore he can expand. And I'm hoping that's the news he has.
That would be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope so too. What band? They need some more space, big time.
Yes. Well, he says he loses quite a bit of business because people just walk in, see there's no space, and just walk right back out.
Because they don't want to be patient.
Right. Well, I guess they wanted to eat out somewhere. They didn't want to take it home. I mean, I'm speculating on that, but I'm guessing that's why you wouldn't order and wait and then leave with it. So,
right.
But it would be an awesome thing for his business. So,
did you try to do a Bigfoot cookie while you was there?
No, we did not. We sat there and talked to Susan for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a really crazy thing that happened to her the other night. Says she's never really had a paranormal experience in their home before. But she said that last week she wasn't feeling good.
Yeah.
And she got up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom or something. And then on the way, when she came back into the room, now remember what we talked about last Thursday, or was it this Thursday? This Thursday, wasn't it? The rake?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was this entity crouched down on the floor staring at Eddie when she came back into the room. She had to stop, she said, and rub her eyes, kind of blink a few times. And then finally she blinked and it went away. And
did she tell you what they had been hearing out there?
Nuh-uh.
Eddie told me when we was in there this past week, Thursday, and that they've been hearing like this man yell coming from their, like, I guess outside. He didn't exactly say where, but they've been hearing this yelling coming from out there where they live at, and it's just been weird. And I just wonder if it's connected.
Maybe because she said that after that happened, where she saw this thing, she woke up I don't think it was morning, but like something woke her up. I guess she felt something kind of looking at her or whatever. And she woke up and she looked, standing right next to her, looking at her in the bed was a little girl. She said maybe 7, 8, 9 years old with 2 ponytails coming down one each side, just sitting there staring at her. And then it vanished and went away.
Lord, boys, I'm telling you what, I'm about even after what happened Thursday out here outside the house. I don't. I'm telling you, call me weird, call me call me crazy. I don't care. There is something weird that is not like us talking about this. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh
That-
yeah.
So I won't get off into that, but it sounds like when house.
That's what I told her today. I said, "Why don't we go and do some investigation?" She goes, "I'm up for it."
Well, I think y'all even showcased it. They even caught those UFOs or whatever it was from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. They've when they came on the show, that was one thing that they showed us was a
Mhm.
bunch of UFOs that they've caught, and also Bigfoot.
Yep,
The
They've got
how.
a lot of the howls.
the house.
Yep.
And I thought I kind of thought that's what Eddie was talking about when I was in there Thursday, but kind of thinking of it now, he didn't mention about howls or anything. He said something was yelling like a man. I'm
Mm.
pretty sure that's his exact words.
That's interesting.
Very, very. We'll have to go out there and cast out some demons.
I'll go.
We need to take you to the Blue House too.
Blue House.
Oh,
Oh,
the country.
Yeah.
is that the one with the bells? The ringing
Yeah.
the bell? Oh yes, I would love to.
Yeah, we've gone there twice.
We can go anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yep.
It's available.
I want to go and experience an Estes method. That's my biggest thing. I've done a lot of things growing up with paranormal stuff. But I want to experience and do an Estes method.
Estes method is pretty amazing.
Yeah, maybe you can come with us if we schedule it to go out there and do that. Yeah. We've
Yeah.
not done it in there.
Okay.
Now, that's one thing we've never done there is Estes.
And I think a good place for you to sit would be in the utility room where the washer and dryer and stuff was.
Yeah, that's where you caught that entity coming up
Yes.
behind Eddie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
That's some crazy stuff, man.
They were screaming. "Ow!"
I just wish I could have got the video. I
Yeah.
mean, I thought I was recording video, but this thing was just taking pictures.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got a picture though.
Well, you know what we need to do? I come out with y'all to the Blue House. Let me take y'all off into Jeffrey's Hall or something, or we'll do some Bigfoot stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all the paranormal guys more than I am. I guess I can say I'm the Bigfoot guy.
We can
Sounds-
bring some equipment and
Yeah, I've
and-
got night vision goggles. We've got FLIR.
Yep.
So we've got a few things.
Crazy thing is, I bought some night vision goggles for $60 off of TikTok.
Mhm.
These things are pretty neat. Really. I still
we
got.
do have a drone too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
Just-
I need to modify this drone for either night vision or FLIR.
I've got a buddy that have you ever seen these guys taking these drones and flying around crops and stuff like that in the spray?
Yep,
Yes,
they did that here in Loudon.
Right where I live,
Uh-huh.
right off of Sweetwater Vonore Road, they do that. Man, these drones are big as this room almost.
Yeah.
Was it a black truck and a black
Yeah.
truck?
Yeah.
That's my buddy. I've talked to him once before using his assets for something. He's curious about it. He said, "Let me know."
I tell you what, when I first seen that thing out there, I was like, what are they doing? Looking for something?
And see, that would be really neat because it would be in real time GPS tracking, live video camera, everything. Right from the comfort of that trailer, we will be able to see it on I think it's like a 45-inch TV.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. He's really curious about the stuff as well. So he's told me anytime, hit him up, we could probably use him.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be good.
And these ain't just those little small drones. This is like the big sprayer drones.
This drone was huge. It looked like a little airplane or something.
Oh, yeah.
I seen the guy over here doing it. Over here by my work, those big fields of corn.
Yeah.
He was out there doing it.
Yeah, this guy right off Sweetwater Vonore Road, he's down there twice. I've seen him twice down there doing it. And
yeah, he's done them over here by the house too. He's done it for essentially the same farmer. The farmer that's down here, that's got some of the land down here beside me and over there, is the same farmer.
Okay.
I don't know if we need to mention names, but that farmer's got a lot of land.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Jason's like,
He's
yep.
got some big old cornfields out there. I tell
Oh.
you.
not far from Coochie Booger either.
Right.
Right. Man, he could fly right over that, couldn't he?
Fly right over Coochie Booger.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be interesting.
That would be. I'd love to have a thermal drone over that area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, from all the tales that's come out of there for Bigfoot and stuff, that would be pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of a giant owl tail coming out of that area?
I've heard of lots of people having some sort of owl encounter,
Yeah.
some sort. And then when they have these owl encounters, they have a dream about a alien abduction.
Hmm.
So, but particularly for the big owl in that area, no. But I do know I have heard owls over there.
Yeah.
Some
I got a report from it was somebody 3 or 4 years ago that used to go out there and just mess around, probably smoke pot and everything else. But he said there was a big giant owl that came in and they seen this thing.
Hmm.
It was like 4 or 5 foot tall.
Oh Lord, that's big for a barn owl, hoot owl we got around here.
I just wonder, I don't know, something to look into.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I need me a new subject to look into after all the other stuff we talked about Thursday. Kind of let that subject alone for now.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I mentioned earlier in the chat that when I went back and I was playing it for my partner in Arcane, because we worked together, and when I come back on air, you heard this really bad squelch noise. And I don't know exactly what that was, but it freaked me out after I had it, and I couldn't find the guy in the background of the camera either. Yeah. So
That's interesting.
They're watching you.
they probably are. They probably are. When I told him, when he asked me about it and what we was talking about, I said, I won't mention their names, but we was talking about 3 things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they say when you start talking about this stuff, they show up.
That's right. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we're going to get off here.
Okay.
Good show tonight. Good show.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for jumping on.
Yeah, man.
That was a real good presentation. That being very informal to anybody getting into this stuff.
That's what we're hoping. That with the book that we've got out, and then the new ledger.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped the book on the floor earlier, but
I got none of y'all's books. I need to pick them up. I'm slacking.
Hey, don't. I mean, we got them. We'll have them down here at the Misfits of Mayhem. If you want, are you going to attend that? Just come down there and say what's up.
Yeah, I might try to swing through if I get a chance.
That's on the 25th. I think around 2 p.m.
All right.
We'll have books down there. I mean, you don't have to order one. We can get you one.
I don't care to order one. Support the best guys in the business.
I wished.
yeah.
Hey, well,
wish
look at the historians are sharing earlier about what goodness you brought to home.
Man, that was amazing. I mean, I felt like a new person after that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is such a great service y'all are providing to people, and that's a great thing. I just think so, in my opinion.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. We appreciate you
We appreciate
coming on
you.
and helping us out and talking with us. Arcane Discoveries, go check them out on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter,
Instagram,
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, he's a big TikToker.
I try to be.
That's
You know,
right.
we need to.
I downloaded TikTok.
We've got
so I could-
TikTok. We need to start putting some stuff on TikTok, I guess. I don't know. We'll try.
TikTok's a evil thing to deal with at times.
We want. Here's what we are trying to do. We're trying to get everything to YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we can do our best on YouTube. But then Facebook sends us this message
Yeah.
right after we did this.
Yeah.
Said, let's just do YouTube. So right after we did this, Facebook sends us a message. Oh, we're going to let you guys monetize.
Yeah,
now.
you guys are monetized. What?
But we're not qualified yet, but we're going to let you.
Yeah, they just monetized us.
I think YouTube would be the better platform for anything. I've tried. I would love for a lot of my followers to come to my YouTube side so I can do more actual videos and lives and stuff. I don't like. That's why I haven't done another thing on TikTok, because those lives are just weird. I don't like how the way it format works and stuff. So
Yeah, if
Right.
we could get all of our followers from Facebook, which is around 4,000, and the ones that on our group, the paranormal group, to come over to YouTube,
Mhm.
you know, we'd be doing good, but it's just hard to do.
yeah. All right, fellas. Well, I'll let you do your outro. I appreciate you having me back
All
on.
right.
This
Yes.
week.
We appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
man.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. That was Steven Watson, Arcane Discoveries.
Yeah, check him out. He's
Check him
helped
out on
us
TikTok,
twice.
YouTube. Yeah, he's a great guy. Knows his stuff. He's a avid hunter and Bigfoot chaser, paranormal investigator.
Knows a lot about some of the old hauntings and lore in this area.
All the lore in Appalachian area.
Yeah. Yeah.
A real good guy. You need to check him out. David,
Thank
got
you.
anything?
No. Aren't we supposed to be on someone's show coming up sometime? They sent us an invitation to be on their show.
I hope we didn't miss it. It was on a Friday. Let me look. If we missed it, we're sorry, because
that's where at least letting us know. That's why we try to let people know a day ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I hope we didn't miss it. Let me just double check.
Did we put it on our calendar?
Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar.
Jason set up a calendar. He's done all kinds of stuff. But that's what I was going to talk about.
No, it is Friday. This coming Friday.
Okay.
We're going to be on the podcast with the Witch's Cauldron.
Yes. So instead of them being on our show, we're going to be on their show this Friday.
Yes.
What time?
I'm not sure. I'll have to post it. I'll post it when I find out for sure what time. I don't know if they do it. They do it live, so it will be live.
It'll be live. And we need to get with them if they're wanting us to share some of our stuff for them to play.
Yeah, we're kind of busy this month. It's October.
Yeah. This is spooky season.
So we got the podcast with the Witch's Cauldron on the 10th, which is probably around 8, I would say 7 or 8. I'll double check and post it. Then the 11th, we're going to be at the Knox Public Library doing our little presentation that you've seen tonight, 2 p.m. It's in Farragut.
Come, please.
Then on the 23rd, we're going to be doing another presentation at the O'Connor Senior Center for a senior class of the University of Tennessee.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking the same presentation.
Same presentation.
So if you all want to join us there, you can come up and see us. Then on the 25th, we're going to be down here in downtown Loudon at Misfits and Mayhem from 2 p.m. till 8 or 6. I can't remember. But we'll be down there with shirts, books, and you can tell us all your paranormal stories.
Yeah. Last year we had some pretty good stories.
Then guess what?
What?
the 31st. Halloween. Hope we don't get ate by a Wendigo this year.
We need to do something like that again.
Yeah,
sometime.
that was fun. We did a little skit when we first, started back up. And it was amazing.
Yeah. That was fun.
So we hope everybody can join us for these events. If you can't, it's okay.
We still love you.
We still love you.
Yeah.
Just keep watching and listening, like, subscribe. That's
Hit all the
I got.
buttons. Notification button.
Hit all the buttons.
Just hit them all. Just close your eyes and just start hitting buttons.
All right, David, take us out.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Remember, you can find us at paranormal411.org, Paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. Remember, you can tune in live every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Also on Saturdays from 10 to 11, if you're in the Metro Atlanta area, catch us on WDJY-FM. That's 99.1 FM. For listeners outside of Atlanta, you can go to WDJYFM.com, or you can click on the link on our website at paranormal411.org. Remember, we're also on Subspace Radio and all major podcast platforms. And we have a few books out now. One of them is East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. I think you're probably tired of hearing us talk about that one. But we got two new ones. One of them is A Comprehensive Guide to Paranormal Investigations and The Haunted Ledger. They're all available on Amazon or at paranormal411.org. Join us.
Join us. Oh, that ain't perfect.
Yeah. Join us.
Also, stay curious.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thanks.
Have a good night.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.